All right, welcome back to the 210 show. We have a very, very good pod for you today. We're going to cover some NFL, some college football, some week 3 NFL recap, going into week 4, as well as some sleeper stud and duds. But without further ado, though, let's do introductions. I'm going to start with myself. I'm one of your co-hosts, Mr. Raider.
I am Angry Joey.
I am the hater with facts.
It's Tony.
And this is Woo Pig Suey.
All righty. So we're going to lead it off with college football. I'm going to throw it over to you, Woo Pig. Take us away.
All right, so it was a very interesting week in college football. We're going to go over some of the games, and I'm just going to go through them one by one. So, first game I wanted to talk to you guys about for sure was the Florida versus Miami game. So, the final score was Miami 26, Florida 7. But the shocking thing was that for third down efficiency, Florida was 0 of 13. They only had one first down, I think, in the entirety of the first half.
Damn.
So their team is like falling apart, and I think it's only a matter of time before we see them make a change at the head coach position for sure.
What exactly is going on? Is it their defense? Is it they don't have the players? Like, why do you think that is?
I mean, it's Florida, so they have the talent. It's just lack of discipline, like the penalties, and the fact that they just seem to have no offensive game plan going
Even
for
if
them.
they had all that, they still would have lost that game. Miami's very, very good.
They
Exactly.
are.
I was just
They
gonna
are
say
good.
that. I mean, Miami, they're no joke, as I can attest being a Notre Dame fan. They are up there. I think they're gonna be a contender.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I completely agree. It's just the Miami did not play their best game against Florida, and part of that has to do with that Florida's defense is actually not absolutely terrible. But even with that, Florida just couldn't do anything on offense. It was
And the weather
their
was weird, I
quarterback?
think, right?
Is it
Yeah,
their
it
quarterback?
was
Is it their
raining
offensive
a
play?
bit.
Like, what? Is it quarterback
It's the
stuff?
whole shebang. They can't run the ball. They can't pass the ball. They had 80 yards. Let's see. They had 80 yards rushing and only 61 yards passing. So
Damn.
they couldn't. They were not a great team. So
So the takeaway is that coach is gonna get fired probably pretty soon.
yeah, and I can't remember his name.
definitely.
Billy Napier.
Yeah, Bill Napier. Yeah,
Oh shit.
yeah, and I think this is only his second year, maybe third year. But Florida, they were calling for his firing at halftime.
Wow.
Online, it was
So they're about to
brutal.
kiffin him, plain kiffin him.
For sure. Yeah. So that game was surprising. The other game that was super surprising, Clemson versus Syracuse. Once again, Clemson lost to Syracuse, and
Yeah.
it was another while Clemson didn't play terrible, their defense just isn't up to snuff, allowing Syracuse to outgain them 503 yards to 433. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Syracuse had 433, Clemson had the 503, and they still lost. But Syracuse had like 155 yards through the air. They were just slinging it all over the place.
That quarterback is good. Unfortunately, got hurt in that game, which really sucks. I think it's a bad injury, but
It's Cade Klubnik, I think.
no, that's Clemson's quarterback. The Syracuse kid was balling out,
Oh, gotcha.
but he got hurt.
Steve Angeli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But dude,
Yeah.
this looks worse. This was bad for LSU, dude, because Clemson is just terrible. LSU's best win is against Clemson. I didn't even beat them by that much. And I'm like, how are they ranked 4th in the country, dude? Like, how
That's
is
a good
LSU
point.
ranked 4th? It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's a good point. It's the same reason why Notre Dame was ranked ahead of USC, even though they were 0-2.
Well, Notre Dame's actually good, though. Clemson's not. Well, like, I don't know. I think Notre Dame's still good.
Well, I don't know if Dabo Swinney is on the hot seat.
Yeah,
He's had
that's
too
a
much
big question.
success there, but I definitely think the pressure is ramping up at Clemson. So
I know
Dabo's
it's weird
saving-
to say that, right?
Yeah, but Dabo's saving grace is his buyout is $60 million. So
oof.
Yeah.
Shit, man. He ain't going anywhere.
I wish somebody would pay me $60 million and fire me. Shit.
All right, the next game, Oklahoma versus Auburn. This was a great game. There was a lot of controversy in this game. Oklahoma got away with some things, but you know they were able to pull out the win. They had a big defensive performance. They had 9 sacks that game, so it's looking like Oklahoma might be legit this year.
Not
in the SEC.
anymore. Not anymore. That quarterback broke his hand. He's out for a month.
Oh,
saw that.
seriously?
It just
Ooh.
came
Saw that.
out like a couple hours ago. I feel bad because I think they're a top 10 team. They look really good, including a defense that's better than usual Oklahoma
Yep.
defense, you know?
Well, see, the head coach at Oklahoma, he used to be the defensive coordinator at Clemson. That was back when Clemson was winning national championships. It was Dabo Swinney and was it Brent Venables, I believe?
Yep.
And
Mhm.
Brent Venables is an amazing defensive coordinator, and he's obviously a pretty good head coach as well. But
Yeah.
I think a lot of the fire left Clemson when Venables left, unfortunately. So
Yeah.
but yeah, that's
Right.
unfortunate. I hadn't heard about the quarterback there. So
Yeah, man. It sucks. Feel bad for them.
Texas just caught a break.
Yep. Big time.
Yeah, they did.
Are they the next game on their schedule?
No, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. All right.
No pun
All right.
intended, though, right, hater?
All right. So the next game, and this is an interesting one. UFC beat North Carolina 34-9. That is the second loss by North Carolina. They are now 2-2, but their 2 wins are against cupcakes, and their 2 losses are against
Whoa.
middling teams at best. So TCU and now UCF. My question to the pod is it too early to say that Bill Belichick is a little too outdated for the college game?
This version of the college
Ooh.
game, yes.
Holy cow. That's a hell of a
I
question.
don't know. I'd say no, only because it usually takes about 2 or 3 years to get your own recruits in there
Yeah.
and program running. So, and that's the
That
only
is
reason.
true.
But he's 75. I don't know if he has 2 or 3 years.
I don't know what that girlfriend of his, he might not, you know.
You're right.
And
you're
I
right.
wouldn't.
I'd always be tired.
Yeah, it's just odd. She's on the sidelines, like talking to him for the game. Like it's the weirdest situation I've seen in coaching, I think, ever. Like just it is the weirdest thing. And their teams just look it's not just that they're losing to good opponents, it's that the team just looks awkward. Like it doesn't it's just not it's the terrible starts so far. So I am very interested to see where North Carolina
So
goes.
do you think that they're actually put off by the whole celebrity type thing? I don't know. I know what you're saying, you know. I mean, it's just it feels like, you know, if you're a college athlete and you're looking over and you're seeing Coach Belichick, you know, fucking around with some 18-year-old schoolgirl.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
I
dude,
mean,
coach is a player. I like it.
you know,
Yeah, man. I don't
don't
think
get
the
me
dudes in the
wrong, I
locker
get
room
it,
are gonna
you
be
know,
like,
you
damn.
know, but at the same time, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, aren't you just like, doesn't that kind of demoralize you a little
Oh.
bit? You know,
Dude, come
what
on.
good
Would
is
you be
this-
demoralized? Like, would you give a fuck if you're a player?
No,
If-
here's
if-
my thing. So Bill
Well, I
Belichick,
wouldn't necessarily be demoralized. I'd just be like, what the fuck? You know, I mean, it's just like, this is
It's weird,
fucking just
yeah.
bizarre and weird, you know? I don't-
If you're the kid, no. If you're the parents, yeah. the parents are demoralized by that, by the visibility of that. And you're in North Carolina, dude. It's not like you're in, you know, California somewhere.
No, but
Speaking of-
I disagree. You know, I know what I would think, you know, if I looked over and I saw this 90-year-old man, you know,
He's hating.
freaking, you know, whatever.
You
you know,
just
looks odd.
You just
you
hate
know,
that's
sitting
all.
there, you know, smooshing up next to this adolescent teenager. You know,
Okay, hold on. She's 26.
Wait. Right,
She's
yeah, just to be clear.
26.
Yeah, just to be clear.
Let's be clear.
She can drink.
She's in
Okay.
yes,
She can
she's
drink.
in her
I'm not calling him
mid-20s.
pedophile or anything like that. Don't get me
We just
wrong.
want to make it clear for the airwaves here, sir. We just
All
we-
right.
we-
Excuse me for being so PC. But anyway, I'm just saying, I mean, these kids that are actually playing college football are looking over at their coach, and they're looking for some moral support along with,
Who he's fucking has nothing to do with their moral support.
oh, it bullshit. It does. Coming from a man that's never played the fucking game, it absolutely does.
It
The
does
fact
not.
that the fact that he's a running meme probably does. The
Yeah.
fact that he gets clowned for it constantly probably does underline. Here's my thing. I think Bill Belichick was used to dealing with professionals in professional football, and now he's trying to relate to college kids. And I don't know if he can necessarily relate enough to be able to motivate them to do what they need to do. It's just, of course, I
I'll
thought
say
the same
this.
thing about Saban, and somehow Saban's ass could motivate somebody to run through a brick wall.
Yeah,
So,
but Saban saw what
Saban's
was coming.
yes. Yeah, Saban's style was different. And
yeah.
here's the other thing too. When you have I think what makes it weird is the reputation of Bill Belichick when he was in the NFL comparison to what he's doing now. That's what makes it weird. Because you would never would have seen this shit when he was in New England, right?
Good point, Rico. Speaking of weird, did you hear about that AI video that surfaced between Belichick and his girl, I guess, on the sideline,
Yes.
saying it was total AI, it was deep fake?
No,
was-
I didn't see it.
But it was sickening. It was so sickening. I was like, oh my God. This is where we are in 2025, man.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
and it's only going to get
Don't
better
want
as far as like
bullshit.
technology-wise.
All right. Well, those are the major ones. Other upsets that happened throughout the year. My beloved Hogs lost to Memphis 32-31. We gave up the ball in the last few seconds when we were in the red zone. It was very disappointing. Indiana beat
Yes.
the ever living
Deserve
crap
a-
out of Illinois 63-10.
They deserve a shout out. Yes, dude. They looked incredible.
Yeah, they dominated, putting up 5 passing touchdowns.
That Illinois team was ranked like 11th or something going into that game, and
Number 9.
They had a
We're
whole
number
whole
9, dude.
bunch- Number 9. They had a whole bunch of players from last. Like they're a solid team, but Indiana looks legit top 10.
Yeah. So
Just as a
shout out
side
to
note,
Indiana.
Just as a side note, head coach of Illinois, Brett Bielema, formerly of Arkansas, shout out to him. And he gets
Ooh.
exactly what he deserves
guy-
for all that shit talking he was doing.
Ooh, pig.
Get that guy.
No,
man.
no, he's the he's the ex head coach. We fired him.
Yeah.
Oh, still.
Yeah.
I got an honorable mention. What about
No, I
Colorado?
like Bielema, but he does talk some mess. So
Yeah.
but the only
I think
reason,
Indiana's better than LSU. And now you got to put them above Oklahoma.
the only reason Hater with Facts doesn't like him is because he left the Big Ten and came to the SEC. That's that, and then he couldn't cut it in the SEC, so he went back to the Big Ten. That's he had to go back down to a lower division. Because he couldn't take it in the pros. That's what Cato.
Ouch.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
There you go.
You
Hey, hey, Joey, Angry Joey, you'll like this one. I got an honorable mention. What about Colorado versus Wyoming?
What about it?
Did you watch it?
No, I didn't.
Oh man,
No, I
it was a
mean,
good game, man.
Josh Allen don't play there no more.
explain to me what happened here.
I know, right? Fuck me. It was a blowout almost in the first half. In the second half, Wyoming came and made a comeback almost, but they still lost. But they looked pretty good. But Colorado did what they needed to do. Now Colorado has a
Was it
test in
CU?
BYU.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know they were playing. I haven't been watching Wyoming games in a minute.
Yeah, that's all right, man. But yeah, BYU is 3-0, and Colorado is going there next.
Well, that's nice. I mean, that they actually put up a fight. If it was CSU, I'd be pissed, but, I mean, other than that, I really don't fucking care.
Don't hold back
might
there,
really
Angry
do.
Joey.
All right,
All
back to you,
right.
Blue Pig.
So that's pretty much it for me. I guess. Okay, I'm gonna have an early kiss my grits. I know. We usually leave them till the end, but this is a pertinent. Oklahoma State University today has fired Mike Grundy. Shout out to Hater with Facts. He's the one that let me know about it.
Mhm.
That the first big firing of the season, and OSU, they started out the season, I think 1-2. They had a loss to Tulsa, and that was, I guess, enough to make them to decide to fire Grundy, who's been the OSU coach for 21 seasons. He's 170-90, most all-time winningest coach at OSU.
I'm
Uh,
40.
eight seasons with 10 wins, a Big 12 title, 18 straight winning seasons up through 2024. And they fired the man after 3 games. Maybe it was time for him to go, but if he's been your coach for 21 years with that many accolades, you give him the whole year before you fire him. So that's my kiss my grits for the day. I'm gonna do it early. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you.
All right. Well, I'm sure he's going to be okay because he's 40. But let me go ahead and turn it over to Hater to cover some NFL.
All right, y'all. So recapping week 3 in our games of the week. Let's start out because we had a lot of special teams extravagance going on. So we'll start with one of the bigger games of the week. The number 10 Rams went up to Philadelphia, which was my upset pick, and I'm still hurt right now. They ended up losing 33-26 on a blocked field goal by Jordan Davis, and he rumbled and stumbled his happy ass all the way back to the end zone for a touchdown. So not only for everybody that called the upset from a cover standpoint, that ended up blowing dead, and then the Rams did everything they were supposed to do except for actually win the damn game. So the question of the day for the panel is the Philadelphia Bulldogs or the Georgia Eagles? Please let me know.
Well, first,
Uh,
did you see what speed, how fast Jordan Davis got up to? Almost 19 miles an hour. And he's
He's too
over
damn
330 pounds.
He's too damn big to be running that damn fast.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I like to refer to him as Georgia North or Northern Georgia.
Georgia North. Okay. That works too. Damn. God, that hurt my
Dude.
heart.
Dude, that game, I mean, like you said earlier, the special teams plays this weekend were just nuts, but that ending was insane. The Rams were crushing them for like almost 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden fell apart.
Oh my God. It was like everything that we talked about in the last pod. Like it all was coming through to fruition, man. Until the end. And then Jalen Hurts looked absolutely garbage. Looked absolutely garbage in the first half.
Yeah.
Like, it was like -2 yards of offense. It was ridiculous. And then all of a sudden they just said, "Oh, we just playing. Here we go." And yeah. Oh God, I hate
They
it.
took Barkley away, and it was working.
Right.
But I mean, when it counted in the fourth quarter, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith were just too good.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah. God, I'm starting to really not like the Eagles. But
But hey, I mean, as far as them picking up the whole, Georgia line or whatever, I mean, it's because other teams let them do it,
True. They always pick
that
up
sounds
again.
that's fair. I mean, yeah.
And it's obviously working for them. So, yeah,
Yeah, I
good on
guess.
them.
Anyway. All right. So it's time to put some people on the couch. So the next game was the number 13 Broncos going to the Chargers, and for the second straight week, the Broncos lose on a last-second field goal on the road. And I'm pretty sure Angry Joey has a lot of things to get off his chest, so I'm just going to put the floor to him.
I got nothing to say. I'm pissed. I'll just leave it at that. I don't know how to dissect this. I mean, there are so many fuck ups throughout this entire game that it is too immeasurable to count. I mean, just the pass interferences and the stupid fucking play call. And, I mean, I think that Sean Payton is starting to run out of excuses for players to call out. I mean, because Bo Nix, he was not the fucking problem. Where
He
in the
was.
hell?
Yes, he was.
Well, he kind of was, but at the same time, he wasn't. I mean, I think that it was. Where's Vance Joseph in this supposed awesome defense?
Well-
I mean, he has not put it together yet. He just has not. And I'm so frustrated with this team. And you can't put it on Bo Nix because I mean the man threw a few touchdowns. I mean it's not his thing. I mean,
But
and
3 things wrong, really wrong. He missed a wide open Marvin Mims twice for deep
okay, yeah.
touchdowns,
So
and then he missed
he
Orland
missed a couple
Sutton
of
deep. That's 3 though, and they were wide open.
he missed the deep ball, and he missed one by a fucking fingertip. So I mean it's
would've
not
changed the
totally on
game.
him. Okay,
But
Anyway.
but Angry Joy, I do have to step in just real quick. You said the defense didn't do anything, but they came away with 5 sacks, a forced fumble, and a pick. I mean, to be honest, as hot as the Chargers were, the defense did
Yeah.
what they needed to do to actually win the game.
No, my point is that they shouldn't have ever gotten that close to begin with. If and not only that, but they all these offseason acquisitions like Drake Greenlaw, where the fuck has he been? Well,
On IR.
he's riding the pine now on
Oh.
IL. So
yeah, that-
I mean, I'm just so mad at my Broncos right now. I'm just sorry.
Joey, Angry Joey,
so
didn't.
happy.
He said he didn't have anything to say.
I love the game. I'm just saying, I enjoyed that game rather.
Of course you
It
did.
was a
Adam.
good game. Yeah.
I mean, considering and I love the game that you lost to the fucking Commanders 41-24,
Yeah.
asshole.
Mr. Raider, you ain't got no room to talk, brother. No, you don't
Hey,
get to
listen.
talk, sir.
Listen,
don't
if
know.
my team loses and I get to see the Broncos lose too, and the Chiefs, if they lose, that'd be a trifecta. But
Well,
But it helps if your team
well,
wins, right?
We'll see how this next week plays off, you dick.
I get it. Joey's pissed, and I would be too if that was my team. But it was a good game.
it was.
Oh my God. Okay. Whew. Okay.
All right. Are you happy you got that shit off your shoulders there, Mr. Hater?
Hold on. That was on the list.
He's attacking
That
you
was-
now.
Hold on. That was on the list, sir. That was in our games of the week that we had to recap, sir. That's all. And I was just giving you a chance to let your emotions out.
And you
Right.
did a
I'm
good
just giving
job.
you opportunity, man. All right. Now, next game. The number 11 Cincinnati Bengals went up to Minnesota to take on the number 14 Vikings, and they decided to take their own switch because they got their ass whipped. 48-10 was the score. And the question here is, what can Browning do for you?
Not a damn thing.
I mean, now Carson Wentz didn't really do he did enough. He managed the game. He didn't have to do too much. But I don't know who that corner was for the Vikings, but I mean, he basically he put up 14 points on his own.
Isaiah Rodgers is the
Yeah.
the only perfect PFF score, 99.9, only perfect score ever recorded by PFF in a single.
Well, he earned it. That
Yep.
dude earned it, man. Wow. Hey, tip of the cap, he'll be defensive player of the week, and I don't know what his contract situation looking like, but if he keeps doing like that, they'll be just fine. Now, the question is, do the Bengals go after a quarterback like Jameis or Kirk Cousins or maybe not Kirk Cousins anymore, but I mean, do they stay the course? What do they do? Or they
So
just cancel the season?
I have a crazy prediction. They're probably going to try to go after Russell Wilson or something.
Oh, why would they
Ugh.
do that?
Yeah. I
Because
don't know.
he's affordable.
After that dude has failed 2 fucking teams in the last 2 years? Come on.
I mean,
wouldn't be
I thought they were going to
surprised.
go after. I wouldn't be surprised. I guess I don't know. Do they think they can really be competitive anymore? That's the question. Are they going to give up assets just to fuck around? They signed
They
2
won't have
quarterbacks
to.
in the practice squad. Yeah, they're not good, but I mean, like Mike White can't be much worse than fucking Jake Browning was. I thought they were going to go after Jameis first happened, but they haven't done that. it's only, but they gave Jake one chance and
What if
didn't
they
look
try to
good,
trade
so.
for Shador or something? Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah, that's not happening.
No, that's not going to happen.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. I know. But I'd find that hilarious.
In division, you fucking crazy.
Yeah.
I know. I'm surprised they even have each other's phone numbers. But so next game was the number 20 Arizona Cardinals
Oh wait,
going
hold on. I'm
to.
sorry. Let me just jump in. Let me go back to this Browning thing real quick because last
Okay.
pod he was my pick that he's gonna be just fine. He made me look like a liar. I'm gonna bill you, Browning. You do that shit to me again. My time is worth $250 an hour on that, and I'm gonna bill you. Make me look like a liar, you scrub. You better put your right cleats on and know what you're doing in the next game. Not like he's ever gonna hear this, but if he does, you know what time it is.
Well, in the next game, they go up against the Broncos. So there's that.
Jeez Louise.
You want to take that back, dog?
No, I'm not. Look, so there's two things that happened to me this year that I'm not gonna let happen again. The Bears are never gonna fool me again, and Browning ain't gonna do that to me again either.
Good job. You're learning from your lessons, man. That's good. That's very good. All
Don't
right.
tell my wife.
All right. So the number 20 Arizona Cardinals went up to the 49ers, and it was kind of a snooze fest, but the 49ers came out on top 16-15. And the question here, what is the bigger concern? Kyler Murray's height or Marvin Harrison Jr.'s drops?
Oh, I don't know, man. I think the biggest concern right now is Joey Bosa or Nick Bosa going out.
Ring the
Man.
bell. Yeah, he's done.
Well, yeah, that's not the damn question he asked.
That is also correct. That is also correct.
I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'm doubling down. I'm still pissed off about the whole Broncos debate.
So you're just attacking everybody's team today, huh? Fucking talking about the Cardinals, goddamn.
Come on, Joey.
Sorry there, Tony. My bad, dude. I have to rub dirt on everybody now.
Well, I apologize. I didn't realize I passed the hate cup to everybody. My bad, y'all. But yeah, like Marvin Harrison Jr., man, for somebody who, bypassed the entire scouting combine process to prepare for the NFL, and yet he's just dropping passes like first of all, I'm sure the reason why he's dropping passes is because he's surprised he's actually being thrown to by Kyler Murray that he actually saw him. So maybe there's that.
Let me ask you this. Last episode, we're sitting there talking about fool's gold with certain other players.
Mm-hmm.
Is he going into that category? Do you think?
I say yes.
I mean, damn close.
I say yes.
I mean, that's mighty scary. He was quite touted.
Here's why I say yes, because like Hader touched on earlier, you don't go into a draft talking about you ain't gonna work out during the combines and all that kind of stuff, and then because you think you are him, but then when you've been in what's his second year?
It's going to year 2, but
year 2. I mean, come on, man. Look what CeeDee Lamb did when he was a rookie. I don't think he's living up to it, man. Because I watched that game. His route running, he's slow on his routes. If you watch him, just like the next game, watch how he runs his routes. He's really, really slow, and corners can cover him easily. He's not him. He's not that dude.
I mean, I think he's talented. My worry is don't look in sync at all. And like you said, it's not his rookie year. It's not game 3 of his rookie year. They had a whole another offseason to practice together, and they just don't look right. I don't know. And sometimes it looks almost like his mind's not in it or something either. Something doesn't seem right down there in Arizona.
Yeah. And just for edification here, his PFF grade in 24 was 77.7, and currently it's 61.3. So for a for a number 4 selection in last year's draft, the quote unquote generational guy at wide receiver. Well, first of all, his daddy need to go ahead and whip his ass real quick because he jacking up his name. Like, dude, you're a junior. Like, what are you doing? You making it bad for all juniors. Like
okay,
man,
so for the record, I think we need to start passing around the idea that this non-generational talent bullshit is It's nonsense. I mean, it really is.
I don't know, man. Myles Garrett, when he came in, he was generational.
Okay,
How long ago was that, though?
So was Trevor Lawrence. So was Pitt.
Caleb?
Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Okay, now to be fair, Caleb Williams, he knocked it out of the park this week, I mean, as he was polishing his nails, but he still, beat the hell out of the Cowboys. But anyway, I'm just saying that, I mean, these so-called generational talent, I mean, yeah, I don't know, man.
Neighbors?
Yeah. Well, Neighbors, he's
Neighbors was highly touted, but he wasn't given the tag of generational, though.
Yes,
No.
he was.
Almost, but
No, he was
Neighbors,
not.
okay,
He
but
wasn't.
Neighbors is great. He's great. Like, I would take him over
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
best receiver from that class by far now.
Right. Yeah, think about it. He was in the same class as Harrison. So, people were going back and forth between the two, but it was Harrison that was getting the generational tag.
Man, he's from
Draft over him in
WSU.
like every league.
Now, I will say we will need to have Monster on this pod because we need to have a serious conversation about what school really is wide receiver you.
Yep, I would agree.
That conversation needs to be had.
It's still Ohio State. But dude, maybe this is why Marvin's so annoyed. His average depth of target, which is ADOT, is 9.4, which is 52nd in the NFL, right? So he's not getting the ball downfield, and that's kind of the way the Cardinals did it last year. Everybody thought they would change and develop his route tree a little bit more, but it doesn't look like it's happening. His first read targets are 3 per game, which is number 61 among receivers. So he's not even getting first reads, which is crazy because we do know he's talented. He may not be generational like we thought, but he's talented.
Well, Tony, I have a theory as to why that may be happening.
I didn't even understand that little take there. 61 what?
61st among receivers in first read. So when they drop back to pass, he's the first read on only an average of 3 of those a game, and it's number 61 among receivers in the NFL, dude.
Okay,
I know why that is.
That's a huge fucking take there, buddy.
Well, I mean, it's not a take. It's
not a take. That's
well, no, I mean,
that's a fact.
Yeah, facts. Excuse me.
It's because he can't see over the offensive line. That's why.
No,
Exactly.
I think it's more than that.
You can't find him.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, if his ADOT's not even that far, so I bet you Trey McBride's is fucking really, really, really high because he's probably looking at him first instead of Marvin Harrison. But so he can see over the line when he throws the McBride, but not to Harrison. Like that don't make no sense.
But it speaks to what Mr. Rader said. If Marvin Harrison is not coming off the line with the amount of speed necessary, and Trey McBride is, then that would explain why Kyler can see him first because he's coming out of his breaks correctly and he can see him first. So if Marvin's not, he's not, if he's getting pressed off the line and he's just giving up on it, that doesn't help, right? That's an effort situation. If he's not running the right route, we don't know, right? But those things can play a part in him not performing the way he needs to.
Well, keep in mind too, Trey McBride's doing 5 to 10 yard digs and outs and quick slants. So
his target separation is 1.64. That's 32nd among receivers. So not great, but not terrible. His contested catch rate though is 66.7%, which is 12th among receivers. So Kyler basically that tells me he just needs to give him a chance sometimes. Good quarterbacks do that. Let their best receivers try to catch.
He has to be able to see him. He has to be able to see him.
No, he doesn't actually. No, he doesn't. He just has to throw in his direction.
What do you think that Harrison would actually do in a Josh Allen type offense?
Yeah,
I think.
We're talking about height of the quarterback and stuff. I mean, Josh Allen, he's 6'7". I mean, what do you think? Well, ish. I mean, he's a big fucking guy. He's a hell of a lot more than 5'9".
Yeah.
I'm just saying, I mean, what do you think that if he actually had a quarterback that could actually see over the freaking line?
Well, Keon Coleman is probably a good comparison to body-wise, big, tall type of receiver.
My point is do you think that Harrison in a different offense would make the difference?
Yes, because I think a lot of this needs to be put on the offensive coordinator as opposed to just Kyler Murray. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
And some of it's Marvin Harrison's fault too, you know.
True.
That's a good question, Angry Joey.
So
But he would be
next,
better.
next
Angry Joey
game
is
there,
the
dude.
answer. He'd be better.
Yeah, bring him to the Raiders.
Why? So Geno can overthrow him too?
Geno's gonna get benched.
Mm.
We're gonna,
You think
we're gonna
so?
put that
Just
rookie
for
in.
who?
Yep.
Who y'all got?
Hey, listen, man. We have a worst kept secret NFL, but the guy that Brady loved so much in the draft chose him over Shador. This guy was killing it in camp as well as on practices. So we'll see how he does. But I don't think Geno's the problem. Yeah, he had one bad game, but I think it's the offensive line as a whole. Pete Carroll didn't really do anything to change or improve the line, and his son is the offensive line coach. I forget what his son's name is.
Jesus.
Brian
Oh my
Carroll,
God.
I think. So, and this is second year, and it's like being an offensive line coach, I believe in. You can see it, man. The offensive line is just awful because last year I think we were in the top 15 efficiency for offensive line, and now we're almost last. Anyway, that's a sidebar. My bad.
Yeah.
My God.
Hey, we spent a lot of time on this game. Let me just say about the Niners. Robert Sala's done a great job with our defense, because it doesn't have a lot of talent. We lost a lot of players in the offseason. Obviously, we lose Nick Bosa for this season, and we're fucked. Like we don't have any receivers. We lose our best defensive player, arguably, and we don't. And our quarterback may come back this week, but still, we're in shambles already. And this is, if you're a Niners fan, this is a damn yearly occurrence, man. It's super freaking annoying. It just
Why does this
sucks.
keep
It's like,
happening to the Niners,
I
though?
don't know, man. I
Is
don't
it your
know, dude.
field? This
I
is
mean,
strange,
I don't
right?
know. Well, the field didn't have anything to do with that Nick Bosa thing. There was just two dudes who fell on him, but I don't know. It's just really frustrating.
I thought they did
A
a
whole lot of freak
study.
accidents.
Yeah, I thought they did a study on their field, or it was some team where a lot of their players were getting busted Achilles and all of the kind of stuff, and so they changed the field. But I thought the Niners was one of those because of all the freak accidents they've had the last 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, that's strange, man. I feel for y'all.
Well, all right. So the last game was on Monday night, and my number 6 Detroit Lions went to the number 2 Baltimore Ravens and won that game 38-30. And to be honest, it wasn't even that close, to be honest. The first half,
Nope.
yes, it was neck and neck. But the second half, I mean, there was a clinic put on there. And if y'all allow me to go first here, there are 3 things I took away from that game. The first is, to me, in my lifetime, that was the best regular season victory that I have witnessed in my entire life as a Lions fan. Especially given that, yes.
Okay.
The best
Okay.
ever?
Yes. Yes. Given the circumstance, given who was playing, because everybody gave us crap when we won against the Chiefs, like, oh, Chris Jones didn't play, blah, 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 right? So, all right. So we had to eat that. Okay, whatever. But this one, the way it went down, the fact that Lamar Jackson had all his people, okay? I don't want to hear about, Kyle Van Noy and Adebike and J.R. Alexander. They're counting him, and he hasn't even played yet. So I don't count him at all. But everybody else, everybody on offense, they all played. Lamar Jackson wasn't hurt, and King Henry still existed. So
Question.
I don't want to hear no excuses. Yes, sir.
Question. So I understand you said this is the best victory you ever seen in your whole entire
Regular
life.
season.
Regular season. Regular season victory in your whole entire life. I think I can understand that, and I agree with you because, man, the Lions, they just started winning like 2 years ago. So
Yeah, you and your side antics. I knew you was going to try to slip in a little something like that, but that's fine. That's okay. That's okay. I'll accept that for today. But that kind of leads to my second point, which is, can we please put to bed any discussions about the missing or the transition of offensive and defensive coordinator? Can we please stop that? Can we please let that go? Because in 2 consecutive games, we scored 30 plus, and the players are just as motivated as ever before. And for what I can tell, they are very determined. And to be honest with you, I don't want to hear about injuries anyway because we have 14 defensive players on IR last year, and we still put up 15 games.
Okay,
So
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So now after the Packers put on that ass whipping in game in the what it was game 1 or 2?
Yep, game 1. It was game 1. Yep.
Okay, so now that they actually beat the piss out of Baltimore at Baltimore, by the way.
Yep.
I mean, where do you see them going from here? I mean, they are an enigma to me. I just don't understand them.
Okay, so how I see it is, can Green Bay still win the division? Yes, but I believe that the focus for this team is just as I thought it would be, which is the focus is to make sure that we have a healthy team going to the playoffs. So if that means that we don't capture the division for whatever reason, it's fine. So
Okay, right. The other thing is that I mean, it's not just that that Green Bay lost, but they lost to the Browns. Oh, now, not to besmirch the Browns because they have a really good defense, but
Yes.
still, they lost to the Browns. They should have destroyed them.
But here's a litmus test because we play them next.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
But no, we play them next. So
In Detroit, though?
Yeah, it's in Detroit, but the
That's a
point
big
is,
difference.
yeah, but that same defense is still coming. Like I'm not slouching them. Now, the only prediction I will make right now is that Joe Flacco will give us one. He'll give us at least one. But I'm still respectful of Myles Garrett and those boys and that D line. I'm respectful for them.
So, do you guys collectively, do you think that Jordan Love is the next apparent in Green Bay?
No.
I think he's earned
Yeah.
himself. I mean, yeah, because
Yeah.
he's going to be there this year. He's going to be there next year. So
You're getting paid almost $200 million. So yeah, I think he's
Yeah.
going to be.
But the reason why I don't agree is because you've already paid him, right? And you just paid Micah Parsons. You know what that means, right?
No.
Over
what's his name?
time, they're going to start losing other pieces of that team because they can't afford to pay them. So once that happens, like they already don't like to have, they don't like to invest a lot of money in wide receiver.
But they draft
They
well.
already don't.
They draft well.
Do they?
Green Bay does
but-
draft well for the most part.
But the wide receivers are mid at best. I mean, let's be honest. Like the last stud wide receiver they had was Devontae Adams, and he's been gone for a few years now.
All right, going back to
So-
the damn Detroit game. We're always going off on tangents. Rico, everything you said was spot on, dude. That game was masterful. 2 games in a row now that looked masterful. Absolutely put to bed the new coordinators. They got their shit together after week 1. I don't think Dan Campbell will ever fucking get fired again. I don't think he's. I think he's a Detroit icon forever now. Like that.
100%.
They just look great.
Agreed.
And again, you guys were the
Totally
favorite kind of last year. You mentioned all the injuries, so this team looked right on track now. Now they're scary now.
As long as we're healthy, dude. And
Well, right.
and yeah.
Okay,
And
so
2 side
Rico,
points.
Just to be
Go ahead.
fair, the only reason why I ask those questions is because I totally agree with Tony. I think that Detroit, they're a problem. They are a problem for anybody else in the league.
Those are really
By the way,
they're a good
Penny
fucking
Sewell had the best run blocking grade ever from PFF. And just so the audience, if any casual NFL fans out there, when we say PFF, I mean Pro Football Focus. It's a website that grades every player on every single play. So you know that for the future. Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
I love that gutsy fourth, like 4th and 1 call, that late in game that iced the game. It was ballsy and it was great.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unbelievable.
Woo Pig, thank you. Thank you very much. Because you just led to my third and final point.
Wait. Before you do that, let's go the other way on the Ravens, though. I think the Ravens are fool's gold, man. I really do. I think people need to not get caught up in the Ravens hype because that defense looks awful. And in Lamar Jackson, man, I don't know what more can he do to get them where they need to be.
I can tell you what he can do. He can learn how to throw the damn ball away. He's been sacked 12 times in 3 games. He got sacked 7 times for 55 yards and lost in the Detroit game alone. He needs to learn how to throw the damn ball away. There's tons of times he was outside the pocket, refused to run, and got sacked where he could have thrown it away and moved on.
But
Yeah.
dude,
That's
he's
what
so
Lamar Jackson
athletic.
needs to
He's
do.
so athletic, and then he makes this spectacular play when he doesn't throw the ball, and everybody's praising him. So he's used to doing that, and he's used to getting away with it. They made some incredible ankle tackles on him in that game. It
Yep.
was crazy. You
Yeah.
thought he was going to escape, and he was like, "Nope, Muhammad." Ankles.
Yep.
Yeah, and if they would have missed it, he would have took it back to the house. I saw a
And
couple
everybody
of
be
those.
talking today about how amazing Lamar is because he probably would have ran for over 100 yards.
Well, that's what that's what I was expecting going into the game, to be honest with you. And we talked about it. I was like, but the one thing we did talk about, or at least I mentioned, was Baltimore gives up games like this. They just do. Like early on,
Yeah,
they
usually
give
in the
up a
playoffs.
couple. Yeah. Well,
They
that
look
too.
bad, dude. They look bad. They
Yeah.
look like they have no toughness whatsoever. They look bad. So
But I tell you,
if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, yay, don't hedge your bets. Don't diamond
Hey,
hands
well,
this
big
one.
game. Big game. Ravens, Chiefs.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about that. So, okay. Yeah.
yes, yeah.
All right.
But just one small thing before we leave this, and I definitely got to put this out there because Mr. Raider, you did bring this up, but yesterday solidified this for me. I will no longer refer to the play in question. I will no longer refer to it as the tush-push. From this point forward, I will refer to it as the enema play.
What?
The reason why, because yesterday the Lions showed that you can actually achieve a positive play on fourth or on short yardage without having someone else's hands up someone else's ass. So it is possible. You can do it. It's called being creative. And for all of those who think that that's an actual football play, it is not. It is a rugby play. I don't want to hear it. And if you want to see the difference between what a rugby play looks like and what a football play looks like, look at that game yesterday in those fourth and shorts.
I agree.
Well, you could say that the tush push it was creative when they first did it. I'm messing with Hater because man, he's gonna go nuts here.
I mean, yeah.
All right,
So
I don't
yeah,
want to be. I was just messing.
it's
I know.
look, man. I'm just saying, like, for as often, because the argument could be made that the Lions go for it on fourth down, regardless of what the yardage is, more than anybody. And yet, when we do, is it any type of form of tush push? No, not at all. So please miss me, Philadelphia Eagles people, with all of your stuff talking about you have the greatest play that's unstoppable. Give me a break.
Well, that's why it was so ballsy, because you guys were up 7. A lot of teams would have chosen to just punt and rely on their defense, but you guys decided to go ahead and win the game right there and ice it. And so I give you a lot of props for that. That was a great decision in my opinion.
All right, it's time to move on. Go to the next one. We're running out of time.
All right, so now we got that was week 3. So now we go into week 4. So the first game is the number 1 Philadelphia Eagles going to the number 8 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, the Buccaneers came off of another miracle win again, thanks to, well, first it was a blocked field goal by the Jets, but Baker Mayfield had enough time to have a comeback and kick a field goal and win the game. So now here comes the Eagles, who will probably have a little revenge on their mind because 2 years ago in a playoff game, they went down there and they got upset by the Buccaneers in the playoff game. And I think Baker Mayfield was a quarterback then too. So I'm really getting sick and tired of the Eagles, but the Buccaneers are completely undermanned, especially as it seems like every comeback win they have, they lose another wide receiver. So unfortunately, I'm going to have to go with the Eagles on this one. What say y'all?
Let's
this
go
is
in
a-
alphabetical order. Let's go in alphabetical order. So let's start with angry, and then we'll work our way through.
Oh, Baker's
alphabetical
Luke Pig's boy. Let him have it.
Oh, yeah, I do love some Baker Mayfield, and that's probably why this is going to be my upset pick of the week. I'm going Buccaneers over the Eagles.
All right. Well, we'll ask you again when we get to that damn segment.
Well,
So-
that I like that though, man. That's a good one.
Yeah, the Eagles, they've lost a couple of had a couple people lost in the secondary due to injuries. So they've had actually quite a few injuries that they're not going to be able to use for this upcoming game. So I'm hoping that Baker can bake and he can take the win from the.
Yeah, it's in Tampa, right?
Yes,
It is. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Should be a good one.
And currently, the Eagles are. Let me just check here. They are 3.5-point favorites right now.
All right. So let's toss it to Angry Joey, and then Tony would takes, and then I'll
All right.
do mine
I
afterwards.
have to go with the Eagles on this one, just because they're without their best wide receiver, and I think the Eagles are going to take this one.
Tony would takes.
So yeah, I'm gonna go. I think the Eagles squeak a win out here. You all mentioned it. The Bucs are just undermanned right now. I do think it's interesting them going to Tampa. I don't know what the weather's going to be like, but if it's super hot and humid, maybe they make it interesting. I mean, it's only 3.5, right? So, Vegas thinks it's going to be close, but I think it's definitely one of the top 2 games on the slate. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll take Eagles by like a field goal.
Okay. I'm going to go Eagles as well. And I think that the Eagles are going to get after Baker Mayfield because a lot of the media this past week has been talking about where's the defense at on this Philly team. So I think they're going to show up. So I got a final score.
Go
ahead.
No, go.
I got a final score of 17-35.
It's a blowout.
Whoa.
Disrespectful.
Wow.
35. Holy man.
35-17.
That would mean that Jalen Hurts will have to throw the ball.
I think he showed you during the fourth quarter of that game he can do that. And
so basically he throws like he's like a fire extinguisher, breaking case of emergency.
All right. Okay, so we talking over or under. I need to bet you a beer on this one, dude.
You want? Oh, we'll bet a beer? Should say less.
No. You say over or under 35.
Yeah, you said 35-17. So are you giving Angry Joey 17 points in this game?
Yes.
Oh Lord. Okay, put it on the board.
All right.
I'm writing this down, dog. You done messed up.
Good thing I'm thirsty.
So you're saying that the Bucs are going to score more than 17? That's what you're saying?
No, that means that they have to win by more than 17 points.
Yeah.
Oh no, I misunderstood.
No. That's
No, I misunderstood. I misunderstood that.
Now, all right.
There was a verbal handshake. I heard it.
Absolutely not. I misunderstood. But the Eagles are going to win by double digits. I'll bet you a beer on
good
that.
IPA, man. I'm going to hold you to it.
I do think this is a game for Barkley, who's not looked like who Barkley was last year, but the Bucs lost their beast defensive tackle Clancy in last game, so that's a problem for them too. And obviously they have the offensive injuries. All right, I'm done.
Eagles by 10. Eagles by 10 or more.
Is that the side bet?
That's a beer bet. Yeah,
that's the beer bet.
Eagles have to win by 10 or more. Anybody else want to get on this bet? I'll take your too.
Nope. Next game.
Nah. We're moving on.
I thought.
Whatever. Look, so next game of the week, number 4 Ravens go to the number 7 Kansas City Chiefs. Now
this is going to be a hell of a game, man.
Yeah, the Ravens is coming off an ass whooping, and the Chiefs, even though they beat the Giants, but I mean they didn't look all that great either. So
1 and 2 teams, both 1 and 2 teams.
Yes, both of them 1 and 2. Yeah. I'm pretty sure the happiest group out of anyone is anybody who's a fan of a AFC West team other than the Chiefs. But in this game, I mean, I think the sense of urgency is going to be with the Chiefs here because unfortunately the Chargers are 3-0 and all their wins have been in the division. So they have a commanding lead as far as playoff proceedings are concerned. So the Chiefs need this game.
Let's not forget the fact that it is in Arrowhead.
Yeah, it's in an Arrowhead, but But
no, that's the thing. I'm just saying.
Are you talking about the special assistants? That you mean?
Well, yeah, of course. Yeah, this is like playing in Seattle. I mean, the 12th man, I mean, it is a big deal. It gets really freaking loud in Arrowhead.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you mean the 12th man in the stripe? Sure, got it.
That's
Okay.
what I mean. Well,
Yeah,
no, I'm not talking about the refs. We already know about that.
Yeah, I
You
agree
know,
with
I'm
Hater.
talking about the actual crowd. It gets noisy there. So I have to. I hate to say it, but I think the Chiefs are going to take it.
All right, you guys, Chiefs. Okay, Tony, who takes?
I Chiefs in Arrowhead, like you're saying, they need to. I feel like they need to win this game more than the Ravens with the Chargers 3-0 already. I think they win this game by 6.
Okay, Boo Pig.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs winning this one. I think that the Chiefs have a good chance of exploiting the run defense of the Ravens. They haven't been great this year, so if they can
Yeah,
establish a
potential,
run, they can really grind the game out.
Potential flex play if you have injury problems in fantasy. I like Kareem Hunt as a sneaky flex play this week.
Hmm.
I'm gonna go with the Chiefs by a touchdown.
Noise. So we're all on Chiefs.
Looks like it.
yeah. Which means they're
The
going to get
ref-
their ass whooped.
Damn it.
refs
Good.
Either
My
way,
God,
I think
hope
America
we're
will
all
be happy on that.
I really do. I hope that Baltimore just rolls into Kansas City and just beats the ever living dog shit out of them. But
the refs aren't
they're
going to
going
let that happen.
probably not.
All right. So next game is a shocking one right now. The surprising number 14 Indianapolis Colts are going to LA to face the Rams. The Rams are coming off a heartbreaking loss to Philly last week, while the Colts are 3-0 under Daniel Jones. I will refuse to call him Danny Dimes. I refuse to call him Indiana Jones. He will remain by his government name until he actually proves that he is a consistent quarterback. But with that said, I feel like the Rams are actually going to take them to the woodshed and show them what reality looks like. I got the Rams beating them 34-21.
Okay, shit. Angry Joy.
This is a tough one. I mean, just because the Colts they've been balling out. Their special team or special players have actually been really playing well, and you're not wrong in talking about Danny Jones. But at the end of the day, I think that the Rams they actually have it. I see it as 2023 Rams.
Tony, what takes?
Ooh, man, who would have thought that this would be this good of a game, right? I'm really excited to watch this. I don't know what to week by week. Thinking the Colts are better and better, right? Like last week, I had them on upset alert because I didn't believe in them, but they look really good. I'll say this, and I said it before the year started when we were doing our division picks. They're a very balanced team. They don't have a really big weakness anywhere. Each position group is good, not great, but they're not bad. Like their offensive line solid, their linebackers, like they don't have a really big weakness, and they got a lot of offensive talent. If if Danny Dimes can keep playing like that, they've got the talent to win these to win. I think it's going to be hard for them to stop Puka and Devontae though. So I do think the Rams win by a touchdown, but I'm starting to believe a little bit in these Colts.
Boo Pig.
I am actually going to go with the Colts, and the reason I'm going to go with the Colts is they have the over under is like at 49.5, so it's expected to be a pretty high scoring game. And if it turns into a shootout, I'm just going to give the edge to the Colts over the Rams.
This one's gonna be a good game, but I have the Colts winning by 3. A late fourth quarter, last second field goal.
Nice. All right. So we're split there. Cool.
All right. So next game is the number 3 Green Bay Packers going to the Dallas Cowboys, who are number 20 this week. The Cowboys coming off of a huge loss to the Chicago Bears, giving them their first win and losing CeeDee Lamb in the process, while they get to welcome in Micah Parsons back home to Dallas. Oh, the ass whooping is going to be spectacular in this one. I am seeing
Popcorn ready.
I'm seeing 3.5 sacks for Micah Parsons. I'll give Dallas 10 points. So I would say 30-10, Green Bay Packers, and probably a sideline blow up by George Pickens by the time it's all said and done. What say y'all?
28-7 Packers.
Okay. Tony, what takes?
So we're only talking about this game, right? Because of the whole Micah thing, which will be fun, you know,
Mhm.
and we want to see it. I think really what we just want to see is how Micah does, how many sacks
What's
does
the
he get,
spread?
right? Because you know he's going to be going nuts. There's no way the Packers don't win this game. Like, you know, no CD Lamb either. So, like, you know, they just don't have the firepower. And
Currently, the spread is Green Bay -7.
Oh, okay.
all right, I'm surprised, only a touchdown, but I mean, it's still significant. What's that, Hater?
I was gonna say it for now, but
Yeah.
give it another couple days, they'll probably bump it up at least another half point at least.
Oh yeah, good
Probably.
point. We're doing this on Tuesday, and usually it's later in the week when we see these lines move. So yeah. The Packers win this game probably by double digits. I'm just in it for the entertainment value with the whole Micah thing. You know, NFL is going to be blowing it up, and it'll be fun.
Yeah.
You know, one thing about the Packers though that people don't they have a very good offensive line, but they lost those 2 linemen in week 2, and it really affected them last week against the Browns. You know, Dallas isn't good enough to take advantage of it, in my opinion, but something to look out for in the future for the Packers.
Yeah, I'm with Tony. We're just watching this game for the drama. I think the Packers are going to have a win by double digits, and I'm just looking forward to it. I'm gonna get my popcorn out and you know enjoy watching it, seeing all the social media posts about it. The memes
Oh,
are going
yeah.
to be glorious.
Oh, the
Oh,
memes
yeah.
are gonna be real glorious, yes.
Yeah, so looking forward to it.
I have the Packers winning, and I think Micah is going to get 5 sacks. I'd be willing to make a bet on this one, a Vegas bet, that he would get at least 2 sacks. Micah Parsons.
Well, I'm calling 3.5, so we're there. So
And I think the Packers are going to win by double digits as well.
I'm going to take the Vegas bet on the guy opposite Micah to get
over Sean Gary.
Yeah, because you know Dallas does not want him to. You know, like they
Yeah.
do not want him to beat them. So I'm gonna take a look at that bet.
Yeah, well, people who live in deserts want water too, so you don't always get what you want. So,
All right, next matchup.
all right, so last matchup of the week, it is the number 18 Jacksonville Jaguars going to the number 11 San Francisco 49ers. It's a little bit of a tricky game because even though the Jaguars won last week, it didn't look all too impressive, and the 49ers they won a close divisional matchup. But they did lose Nick Bosa for the season. Well, I think it was a ACL, I think it was. Right now, currently, the line was 3.5, but it now is San Francisco -3. So I'll be honest, I just not trusting Trevor Lawrence. He has not looked good at all. And even without Micah Parsons, I just feel like he's just a mistake waiting to happen. So I'm going 49ers 21-17.
Oh,
Okay, I don't think I'm far behind you there, Hater. I'm going to go with San Francisco 17-13. I see this being a low-scoring game.
I totally agree with you, Joey. You know, all our games have been close, even though 2 were division games. But we even played a close game against the damn Saints, and we have just so many injuries. We don't even know if Purdy's playing. Probably will, but we're hurt everywhere. But I do think the Jags look terrible. We're at home. I think we'll win the game by like 6 points. It'll be a low scoring game though.
Yeah, I agree. I think the 49ers are going to win. Mike Jones has filled in pretty well for Brock Purdy, and he's expected to return this week, right? So, yeah, the Jags just haven't been playing well, so I'm going to go with 49ers.
I'm going to go with the Jaguars. I'm going to do that. Jaguars by
How dare you?
Jaguars by 6 points or more. And if I'm going to do a bet on this one, I'll be betting that Etienne's going to have at least 60 yards rushing and 1 touchdown.
What's a Jaguar?
What's a what? Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
I missed it.
That's
It's a
okay.
Jaguar. It's a
Yeah,
Jaguar.
It's okay. I can't say that word either. I'm not even going to try.
All right.
Wait,
So,
Especially if you're talking about the car brand, because the way they say it is just crazy.
oh yeah,
Oh, they're
it's all
they're
nice and
fancy though.
yeah, it's nice and elitist. Yeah. All right. So those are our games of the week, there, Mr. Raider.
Okay, that's cool. All right, so I guess now we're just gonna try to transition to fantasy sleeper, stud, and dud. We got to kind of keep this kind of quick because we're pressed for time.
Okay.
We'll do this in alphabetical order again, but Hater, why don't you lead us off, and then Angry Joey pick it up, and we'll go from there.
All right. So I'll just go straight down the line. My sleeper of the week is going to be Quentin Johnston of the Los Angeles Chargers.
Another safe pick.
Look, I need points. Oh, I guess I should.
You got to do a recap.
So, yeah. So last week, Tony was our champion of the week. He had 3 correct picks with his sleeper of Jordan Mason, his stud of James Cook, and his dud of Ted McMillan. I went completely goose egg. I hate it. And Angry Joey got 1 pick correct with his dud of the week of Ashton Genty. Mr. Raider also had 1 point, picked up 1 point last week with his dud pick of Marvin Harrison Jr. And Woo Pig also picked up a point with his dud pick of Chase Brown. So, to recap for I guess for the season right now, Tony Wotakes is in the league with 5 points. There's a tie between Mr. Raider and Woo Pig at 4 points. The Hater, with the facts, also includes the fact that I am almost in the cellar with 2 points. And Angry Joy, who just joined us, is now on my heels with 1 point. So I got to get back on the board. So you can criticize me all you want, Mr. Raider. I do not care. My sleeper pick is Quentin Johnston. My stud of the week is J.K. Dobbins. And my dud of the week is Daniel Jones. And my upset pick of the week is, since the Baltimore Ravens are 2.5 point favorites in Kansas City, I am taking the Kansas City Chiefs to win the game.
Solid picks.
Angry Joey.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so let's see. I for my stud of the week, I have Jordan Love. For my sleeper, I actually have DeAndre Swift. And for my dud, and this might surprise everybody, but I have Bucky Irving.
Not bad.
Okay. All right.
Wait, hold on. We need your upset pick. All right, Angry Joy.
Shoot. Sorry.
Oh, well, I didn't plan that far. I didn't have it.
Okay.
Pick one.
We'll swing.
It's okay,
we'll swing
Joe.
back
We
around.
only do it every week. You know.
Well, we'll swing back around to you. Go ahead, Tony. What takes?
All right. What is it? What do we start with? Dud?
Sleeper.
Oh, my sleeper. Okay, my sleeper of the week is, so we already talked about Tampa, Philly, right? We know that Tampa has all their receivers injured. Even their now number 1 receiver, Abuka, is hurt and didn't play a lot of snaps last week. So I'm going in super deep here. But now with all these injuries in the NFL and fantasy, if you need a flex, I think Sterling Shepard could have a really solid game, because I think they're going to have to throw in the second half. Even though they're going to try to run the ball, but they're going to be down and have to throw. My stud of the week is same as Haters, J.K. Dobbins. They're facing the worst run defense in the league, and he's looked really good. They haven't given the rookie R.J. Harvey any work. He's been the workhorse, which we did not expect. I think he has a super solid game. And then my dud, this is being aggressive, and Haters not going to like this one. The Cleveland Browns run defense is like legit. Like, you cannot start running back against them, but you have to start Jahmyr Gibbs, right? You just have to. I don't think he'll do a lot on the ground, but he'll probably still have a decent day receiving. Josh Jacobs caught like 5 passes against him. That's kind of what you have to do. So he could have a solid game in the air, but I do think he'll disappoint. But you got to start him.
Yeah, that's understandable.
And then my upset special. So I lost with the Titans last week, going with them for an upset special. I'm going to stick with them again this week, because they're getting 7.5 from a terrible, terrible Houston team who looks just C.J. Stroud looks all out of sorts. I understand that the offensive line is probably the worst in football right now, So I know that's a big part of it. But and they're starting to get injuries on defense, which is their strength. So I think the Titans can win that game.
That's not bad. Not bad at all. All right. I think we go to Mr. Raider, correct?
Yeah, okay. So my sleeper, I have Drake May as my sleeper. My stud is going to be Bijan Robinson. He's still outside the top 10, right? Or is he in? According to our
Is
rules,
he-
I don't remember.
He's way inside the top. He's like
Yes, he's
Oh.
running back too, sir.
Okay. My bad. All right. So then what I'll do is I'll go with ETN as my stud because that's what I said earlier. Remember that. And then my dud, I'm going to go with Jerry Jeudy.
Wow. Okay.
And my upset is going to be the Colts winning against the Rams.
You just have to keep going against me. Okay. All right.
That's
That
it,
works.
man. That's all I got.
All right. All right, Woo Pig, what you got?
All right. So my sleeper is actually going to be Matthew Stafford. I believe that Rams Colts game is going to be a high scoring affair, back and forth. So I think he has a good chance of putting up really good numbers and being a pretty good QB option this week. My stud is going to be Cam Scatterbo, running back for the Giants.
Scatterboo.
Yeah, Scatterboo. Yeah.
Oh,
With Tyrone Tracy being injured, week 3 he had a really good game, rushing and receiving work.
You mean
So
Tyrod Taylor, right?
no, that's the quarterback. Tyrone
No,
Tracy is the
Tyrone-
running back.
yeah.
And you
So-
like
He
that
got
name?
For a running back,
Yes. Come on. I
Yeah.
thought names matter to you, sir.
and Tyrod Taylor's like the coolest name ever.
For quarterback.
Yeah. But anyways, so Cam had a really great week 3. I think they're going to utilize him more in week 4. So I think he could have a breakout this week. And then my dud is going to be Derrick Henry. I think that the Chiefs are really good at stopping the run.
Very good.
I think they're going to focus on him. So I think he could have a dud week.
But is Derrick Henry in the top 10, though? Or is he
Yes.
outside of it?
No,
Yeah.
he is.
Dude, he's old.
Derrick Henry is number 9.
What was the
I
rules
got-
again?
I got him at 6. Top 12.
Okay. Okay.
Good picks. I like That's a him. good pick.
man. Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
and
like
then my
the aggressive-
upset is the Bucs over the Eagles. So
Got that.
that might be more of a homer pick, but I'm still gonna stick with it.
Oh, it's a good
Good
pick, man.
homer.
Yeah, man, that's a good pick.
All right, Angry Joy, were you able to decide on your upset pick, or are you gonna
Yeah, I think.
abstain?
Okay, so this is a huge upset pick, but I think the Dolphins might actually upset the Jets.
Oh,
Are they underdogs?
Yeah.
Holy
Mo-
shit.
all right. Look at you.
All right, man. I guess somebody got to have faith in Tua.
That must feel terrible to be underdogs for the Jets, dude.
Oof,
That's pretty bad, right?
I could though.
Oh wait, whoa! Time out. From what I'm seeing here, Miami is a 3-point favorite.
Well, shit, Rico. Okay, let me figure this. Had to
You want to
throw
take the Jets then?
up-
Let
Might
me
as
guess, it
well,
won't be
fuck it,
Cincinnati.
Might as well just take the Jets. Fuck it, I don't care. There it is. Yeah.
But they've been itching for a win, though, man. Like, might as well seal Mike Daniels' fate, right?
Might as well.
All right. Well, that's our picks for the week. Just to recap, Tony Takes has his sleeper of Sterling Shepard, his stud of J.K. Dobbins, his dud of Jahmyr Gibbs, and his upset pick of the Titans. The hater has Quentin Johnston as a sleeper, J.K. Dobbins as a stud, Daniel Jones as the dud, and the Chiefs as the upset. Angry Joey has DeAndre Swift as a sleeper, Jordan Love as a stud, Bucky Irving as the dud, and the Jets for the upset pick. Mr. Raider has Drake May as a sleeper, Travis Etienne as a stud, Jerry Jeudy as the dud, and the Colts for the upset pick. And Will Pig has Matthew Stafford as the sleeper, Cam Scatterboo as his stud, Derrick Henry as the dud and the Bucs as the upset pick.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Well, is there anything else, any go backs before we go into Alamo Minute and Kiss My Grits? Anybody have any last minute things?
Just one thing. The memes that are going to be going around about Derrick Henry almost crying on the sideline, that is going to live forever in my brain. I just want to put that out there. That's it.
That's a large man, bro. I wouldn't tell that to his face.
Yeah, but you saw him crying. That's even better. In all my years of watching that man run over people, stiff arm people, I've never seen him cry until yesterday.
All right. Well, that was a good go back. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll into Alamo Minute. This is where we take an opportunity to do a shout out, whether it's locally here in San Antonio or nationally across the United States or wherever. And then we also have the Kiss My Grits, which is the originator, hater of facts over there. His thing. So let's go in alphabetical order. Angry Joe, you got anything?
For a change, I have absolutely nothing. I am perfectly content with my life.
Hater of facts?
Oh, man. Okay. A simple Kiss My Grits today. My Kiss My Grits go to NFL schedule makers. We need to stop with, one, these doubleheader Monday night games. This is absolutely ridiculous. And
Word.
please, for the love of God, can you please stop scheduling games at 10 o'clock at night? I mean, that's just, it's absolutely ridiculous. You're the NFL. You can make anything and everything happen. So please just be a little bit convenient of people's time, especially when folk got to go to work in the morning. Please. That's it.
Cool. You have an Alamo Minute or anything, or are you good there?
No Alamo Minute. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. I guess it's on myself next. So I'm going to make history here on the 2-0 show for this segment. This is going to qualify as a Kiss My Grits and an Alamo shout out, and it's to the MLB. So I just saw a news report that they're going to implement AI to help them call balls and strikes in next year's season. So yeah, marinate on that for a little while. So that could either be a Kiss My Grits or it could be a shout out. I'm not sure.
I don't know, dog. Okay.
Yeah, that's rough. I don't know. It could be good or it could be bad. But
Yeah. God, I don't know, dude. That's concerning.
it is. Tony, what takes?
Nope. I got to go. I love yous. Everybody for watching. We really appreciate you.
Who pig?
Same as before. Just shout out to Mike Grundy and Kiss My Grits, Oklahoma State. You did him dirty.
Hey. All right. Well, that completes this episode. But before we completely sign off, Hater of Facts, why don't you let them know what our socials are?
Yes, we are on. If you want us to hear us by podcast, you can catch us on Apple, you can catch us on Spotify, and you can catch us on Overcast at the 210 Show. If you want to catch us on YouTube, you can just search the 210 Show podcast. If you want to hit us up old school email, you can hit up J at the210show.com or me, Hater, H8R with FAQS at the210show.com. And please, as you continue to watch, we appreciate everyone who listens in. We also we greatly appreciate it if you hit that thumbs up button or just leave a generous comment. We appreciate that.
And we also have an announcement to make. We have 5 T-shirts that we've all signed that we're going to be giving away to our first several reviewers. So get on top of that. Get it quickly because supplies are limited. All right. Well, make sure y'all like and subscribe.
Subscribe.
All right. God bless. Take care, everybody.